This is our favorite neighborhood in all of Istanbul. It's loud, it's lively, it's full of flavor, fun, and a little bit of chaos, and we absolutely love it. We're right in the heart of the action where locals live, tourists wander, and something's always happening. In this video, we're showing you everything. Where to find the most flavorful food in the city, where to grab drinks and dance the night away, where to get a fresh haircut or a sweet treat from a local bakery. We walk you through it all, step by step, street by street, so you know exactly what to expect when you come to Istanbul. And yet, we're giving you all the prices. So whether you're planning a trip or just curious about what life is really like here, you're in the right place. Stick around because this is the kind of neighborhood that makes you want to drop your bags and stay a while.
Welcome to our wonderful neighborhood. This is exactly the area that we live in. It's one of our favorite parts of all of Istanbul, primarily because it's not exactly where all the tourism is, but it's just right off the beaten path. And so you get a lot of great prices and a lot of great services right here. So right over here is one of my favorite restaurants. It's where you can get one of our favorite breakfast dishes. It's called menemen, which is a tomato-based egg breakfast with a lot of bread. Super delicious, super affordable, only 100 Turkish lira. Gotta get it. You gotta try it when you're in Istanbul. Next door, they have a wonderful place to get a haircut. Anyone who needs to get a haircut, Istanbul is a great place for you. Not only do you get the hair trimmed, but you also get a nice beard trimming too, which is always recommended. Right next door to the barber is a great place for you to go get some sikofti. It's like a delicious Turkish bean burrito. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it is absolutely fabulous and you have to try it while you're here. And it's very affordable too. And it's also vegetarian friendly. Right over here is one of my favorite places to get dinner grub. They offer great deals on Turkish doners as well as sandwiches. They also have like a buffet style where you can just pick out all the different items that you want, throw it in a plate and have a wonderful meal to go or eat and dine in. Right next door is a great club. I don't really do too much clubbing, but if you are interested in partying, how convenient. It's just right down the street. You just stumble your way out of the bar, right back home, and you're in bed before you know it. Now, right across the street, you'll see that there's always street vendors. I mean, they just throw out some different items right in front of the street. Sometimes you get a really good deal, but more importantly, it's just super convenient to be able to just grab something in case you need something, whether it be socks, some jewelry. So now as we're walking down here, we're heading up towards the main road. This is a very busy part of Istanbul. There's always tons of traffic and lots of great bus stops over here too, but there's also often great deals on food. Let me show you. All right, over here is one of my favorite places in all of Istanbul. It's like a bakery, but most people go there for the tea. I personally go there for the meat bread. It's a long piece of bread and they call it a pide. And they just grill it and it's got meat on the inside and it's only 40 Turkish lira. So it's a super great deal and I highly recommend everyone tries that before they leave. Now this area, this is where you're gonna get your gyro meat. Tons of doner, whether it's in a wrap or in a sandwich form. It's excellent, delicious, juicy meat on a rotisserie. All of them have excellent prices. They all range between 80 and 100 dirham. And some of them even come with a yogurt. I have my own personal favorite. That's this one right here. The main reason is because it's 90 and you also get a free yogurt, which is a nice salty beverage that I highly recommend everyone gives it a go. As we're going up this street, we're going towards the tourist section. So follow me. I'll show you some of the more touristy spots in all of Istanbul. Right over here, probably the most famous restaurant in our neighborhood. It is the world famous Anthony Bourdain Doner, and it is fabulous. It is filled with spices, so delicious. We ate there because when in Istanbul, you gotta eat where Anthony Bourdain goes, and that is definitely one of the best ones. It's a good deal. It's about 250 Turkish lira, and it's pretty filling. I would say it's good enough for one person for a meal, but you can always split it in two if you just want to make sure that you try it once. So right across the street is probably my favorite go-to place for chicken rice. Now, chicken rice, I know it sounds like a super simple dish, but the reality is it's so freaking delicious, filled with spices. It's like buttery, and it also has lots of chickpeas in it, which give it a little protein, and it's 100% chicken breast. So you don't ever have to worry about getting too much skin or too much of that fat, or what my wife hates, a little extra chicken bone. As you can see, this area gets super busy sometimes, but the reason why is because we're right in the heart of the tourist area. And one of the best convenient things about being in the tourist area is you can always find lots of different places where you can go and get things at a small, tiny market, whether it be like a beverage or you're looking for a quick snack. This is a good spot for you. So right over here, right across the street, there's a bakery. There's bakeries all over Istanbul, but I gotta say in this area, they're significantly lower priced, especially if you're trying to taste out some delicious Turkish desserts. So now we are transitioning from going towards the tourist area in a little bit to this little lovely inlet where there's great restaurants and great bars. This is not your like quiet area. This is definitely where you come to party, and it's just back to back of bars. My wife and I love to get a cheeky beer together, so I'm gonna let her tell you a little bit more about it.
We do love a cheeky beer too. It does help me and you and make the weekend a little bit more fun. So welcome. This is Navidad. This street is always poppin'. A really great place to be able to bring your friends and your family to sit down and have a proper meal, a formal meal. There are places all up and down the street. It's great. Also on the street, you have a lot of really great bars. This is where live music comes alive at night. The beer prices out here on this street are fantastic also. It range from about 100 Turkish lira to about 150 Turkish lira for some big mugs. They also play all of the different sports games. So between the live music and the sports games and the beer that's flowing all the time, this place can definitely get a little bit rowdy, but it's so much fun. If I were to go out on the weekends with some friends, this is where I would definitely take them. This is definitely the spot to have some fun, to let loose, and to just enjoy yourself. This place also gets a little bit loud at night, so I would say in terms of booking a hotel or an Airbnb around here, if you're sensitive to sound, you might want to consider a different area. We are literally just a couple blocks away from this place, and it does get really loud at night, especially on the weekends. Hi! But, you know, we don't really mind it, but if you're sensitive to sound, you might want to consider a different place. Come though on Saturdays, Sundays, actually every day of the week here in Turkey. They love to celebrate, and I love being here celebrating with them. Now that we've gone out of the bar area, this is a really great road. We love this road. This is where you can get fresh seafood, fresh mussels, Turkish style, fresh fish, fish wraps, fish sandwiches, all of the delicious, delightful things that Istanbul has to offer. Also some formal seating areas where you can actually sit down and have a proper meal as well. You've got hookah bars, which is really fun as well. This is just one of my favorite roads actually to walk down and just hang out. You just never know what surprises are around the corner.
Welcome to Istanbul city.
Thank you. There are also lots of really great bakeries and tea shops on this, so if alcohol's not your thing, there's always a nice place to be able to sit down, have a smoke, have a nice glass of tea. The local grocery store, there's several of them, but the one that we visit the most, that is closest and the most abundant in our neighborhood, is called Sock. This is the local Sock that's just right up the street from our house, and you can get all the fruits, veggies, shampoo, conditioner, anything that you could possibly need at a grocery store is just right here. It's really nice and convenient. The prices on average at Sock are definitely better than Migros and Carrefour and some of the other grocery stores that we visited, but the one thing is they do not sell alcohol. No beer, no liquor, no wine or anything like that. So if you're looking for that, you got to go to a Carrefour or a Migros, but honestly, on a daily basis, most of the time we just visit this local Sock and we're good to go. Here's one of our other favorite local bakeries in our neighborhood. They sell simit, which is a local Turkish delight. You have to have a simit. We love a good bagel, and a simit absolutely satisfies the craving of a bagel. It's delicious, especially when warm with a little bit of cream cheese. That bakery does it right. They sell them in packs from like 12. On average, one simit costs about 20 Turkish lira. They're very affordable and delicious and delightful. A perfect way to start your morning. And this restaurant is one of the top rated restaurants in our neighborhood that specializes in a specific dish called lahmacun, which is one of our favorite dishes also here in Istanbul. So this place is delicious, one of our absolute favorite spots. Gotta go check it out. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite restaurants in the entire neighborhood. This place is open 7 days a week. Tantuni is one of my favorite dishes, and this place was the first place that I ever tried it. We made a video on this. Tantuni is like a Turkish twist on a Mexican enchilada with yogurt and delicious chicken inside of a tortilla with lemon and all of the things that you could ever want. It's spicy, it's delicious. It's one of my favorite meals in the entire world. Now we're coming back onto our road over to our apartment, back where we started. The hotel options in this area are obviously fantastic. They're very close to all of the different restaurants, bars, and really great places to be able to hang out and just relax and enjoy all of Istanbul. So if you do get a chance to be able to book one of those hotels around here, highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. Hope you enjoyed this tour of our neighborhood and all of the local amazing, delicious places that you could eat and discover in Istanbul, Turkey. See you soon.